Welcome back. It is 8:48 and time for your weekend forecast. Taking a live look from our view camera out over uptown. Lots of clouds in the sky this morning.
Yeah, kind of left over from the remnants of Nicole that rolled through our area yesterday.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about this word jumble. Here are the letters for me again. And you say that I will get it if I see them one more time. Something that just happened. I made Brittany give me a hint and it's just not popping out. So I'm just not going to waste our viewers' time of me trying to figure it out. Oh my God, that was so easy. I am ashamed. And you gave me the hint. You led me right into it with what you just said.
Yeah, so we of course had Nicole made landfall as a Category 1 hurricane in Florida before it brought us our rain. And actually, you know, it just goes to show that we talk a lot about November storms being rare, and they are rare, but they do happen. Today is actually also the 2-year anniversary, unfortunately, of the Hiddenite Family Campground flooding that was caused by the leftovers of Tropical Storm Ada back in 2020. So I think it's just kind of, I mean, it's so unfortunate when these things happen, and we're very thankful that the flooding yesterday in the mountains and foothills wasn't that bad. But I think it's a good reminder to us too that this time of year we can't let our guard down when it comes to these big weather players. So of course the remnants of Nicole now toward the New England states, no longer an issue for us other than the mountains and foothills, still dealing with some leftover flooding from yesterday. I mentioned this earlier in the show, but I do encourage everyone, of course, to never drive through a flooded road. And if you see those barriers or barricades, remember, of course, to not go around them. Some parts there of our northern counties, including those areas seeing flooding, could get clipped by this system, bringing a few areas of rain and even some snow for areas northwest of us. So some rain, you can see that toward the Tennessee border. I do think the mountains and foothills could see some of those showers kind of clipping our northern edge. So just be prepared for that this afternoon. Elsewhere, I really think the Piedmont largely stays dry with only a few sprinkles there north of I-40. And then overnight, we're actually going to see a better opportunity for some fog across the Charlotte area. And then, of course, a little bit of mountain snow mixing in toward those northernmost parts of the mountains. So Ash, Watauga, Avery County, right on the Tennessee border, highest elevations, do think could see some snowflakes tomorrow morning. And that's because our temperatures are going to cool down significantly. I mean, look at the temps this morning, 61 in Charlotte. I'm talking 41 tomorrow. High temperatures pretty much the same. You got to subtract 20 degrees. Sunshine with some clouds today, temps in the 70s, but tomorrow mid 50s and sunny for the majority there of the day. And of course, that's as the front finally works its way through our area. That low pressure system, of course, the leftover remnants of Nicole pushing off toward the north and east. I would say after tomorrow, no more issues for the United States with that system. But of course, then we have high pressure building in, and typically we would be talking about sinking motion of air, calm conditions for multiple days. But in this case, that's not the case because we have a secondary front working its way across the country on Monday into Tuesday, and that's going to be another big change to our forecast. So you can see the expected rainfall next 5 days. We are not completely rain-free. It's because that storm system keeps us dry through the next 3 days, but look at Tuesday. This is going to be our next big rainmaker. And unfortunately, it comes during a time where we're also going to be a lot colder. So this is not going to be the warm, muggy rain that we had yesterday. This is going to be a cold rain. And in fact, once that storm system moves through, we have a large dip in the polar jet stream. And you can see the center part of the country significantly colder than normal for this time of year. We're talking 90% colder than average. Thankfully, that's not the case here in the Carolinas, but we are going to be a touch cooler than average as we hit that 7-day forecast. So here it is. There's Tuesday, 60% chance of rain, a raw day with highs only in the upper 40s. We'll be in the 50s really for most of the extended forecast and into next weekend. The good news is it will be a bit on the cooler side with low to mid 50s and overnight lows likely in the upper to middle 30s. But at least we get a lot of sunshine. So when you spend a lot of time in the sun, we know that can add 5 to even 10 degrees onto the air temperature.